Hello friends, I hope you're doing well. Today's lesson is about a topic dear to my heart, how to make your guitar sound darker or meaner or more mysterious or whatever term you want to use. When I was younger, getting guitar lessons at school, we were doing our C major chords and G major chords and I was beginning to learn and stuff like that, but I was listening to rock and metal. I was like, how do you make it? I'd listen to some distorted heavy guitar, didn't even know what that was at the time. I was like, my guitar doesn't sound like that. What am I not playing that these guys are playing? The answer turned out to be power chords and distortion. But further than that, we're here mainly talking about the Spanish guitar or the acoustic guitar, although these concepts I'm going to show you are applicable to electric guitar. However, if you're playing a distorted electric guitar, it's you've kind of got a huge advantage because it just inherently sounds darker and meaner. So when we're on a good old nylon string guitar or steel string guitar, how do we make the instrument sound meaner? E major chord, and you might have seen me do this before, but we replace the E note at the second fret of the D string. We replace that with an F note at the third fret. That's a beautiful dark chord. But I have, and you can alternate between the two. And a nice scrape down the bridge. I love that sound a lot. Can also put that, if you change your fingering, so I'm now going to finger an E major chord with those fingers. Third finger on the A string, fourth finger on the D string, second finger on the G string. You might have never seen that before, and then my first finger's free. And it's free so I can go. Play the F note. I love doing that, and you might not have ever figured that out because it took me ages to go, hey, I can play an E chord with different fingering. Palm muting. That's cool to do as well. But the main thing I wanted to show you, because everything I just shown you then I have posted previously on this channel at different times. So if you've been a loyal follower of this channel, I thank you, and maybe you already knew that stuff. The stuff that I have never shown before. Basically, the concept is that we're going to play power chords along the A string, but we're going to play power chords in the key of E, which allows us to have our open low E string ringing out the whole time, which makes a cool sound. So, it's a kind of scale, but you're going to play it as a power chord. If you don't know a power chord, let's imagine you're playing the E note at the 7th fret of the A string. And then you could play the B note at the 9th fret of the D string. That shape where you're going up 2 frets, that's a power chord. Some people play it with their first and third finger. One of the people that plays it like that is one of my biggest heroes, Tom Morello of Rage Against the Machine and Audio Slave and other bands, other projects. He plays it like that. I've always played it with the pinky. It's just personal preference. Whatever feels comfortable for you. There's probably an advantage to doing it with your third finger because then your pinky's free. That's a really cool sound. Getting a bit sidetracked from the dark and mysterious theme, but I love doing that, which is when you go to the 11th fret of the G string. But I guess if you bring that down, that fits into the dark and mysterious category. So you could go 0, 7, 9, 10. That's a pretty good one. But yeah, what I wanted to show you, so they're the power chords. Let's imagine we've got a scale that's going, and I'm just going to say the root note, like in this case, even though that's the power chord 7 and 9, the E power chord, I'm just going to call that 7 because it's the power chord at the 7th fret. So 7, 8, 11, 12. Hear the difference playing it from the A string. Still a kind of cool melody, but if I've got that open low E ringing out, then you can palm mute. Go up to the 14th fret. And one of my favorite sounds would be like 5, 8, 7. So the note that you're aiming for is this 7 because we're in E. But I'll use the 8, which is one note above, and the 5, which is one note below. Do that a lot. With not distortion, palm muting. So there's that concept, the concept of moving power chords around the A string and having the low open E ringing out. And the other concept I wanted to show you today, how to make it a bit more dark and mysterious, is bending those power chords. Something I picked up from the legendary Tony Iommi of Black Sabbath. I noticed he could make those power chords really growl. I was like, how do you make it growl like that? The answer, one of the answers, is actually shaking the chord, the two-note power chord. So it's a bit tricky. I'm not sure how much direct advice I can give you other than fret the chord. And in this case, I'm bending down to the floor. Down to the floor, release and it will come back up. Down to the floor. Now that's called vibrato. Vibrato is when we shake a note. Typically it's done on a single note, and I have some lessons on that. But in this case, we're doing a vibrato on a two-note power chord, which is kind of cool. So good luck with that. You might hear some new sounds you haven't made before, and you might go, hey, that sounds kind of mean, that sounds kind of cool. And you might even try vibrato on, I don't know, like a D major chord. A bit more tricky, but once you've just got that concept in your head that it doesn't just have to be single notes, it can be two or more notes that you're shaking, vibrato at the same time, maybe something cool will happen. Thank you for watching. Leave me a comment, and remember that these lessons are not for you to copy what I'm doing. These lessons are for me to demonstrate something I've learned somewhere along the way and show it to you so that you can create your own licks, create your own music, write your own songs, make your own guitar style. I thank you for watching. I wish you well. Ciao.